Hey everyone, welcome. On this channel, we're going to get into an advanced look at the story Disastrous Necromancer. Come with me as we unravel the journey of Lin Moyu, from his beginnings to him becoming a force to be reckoned with in a mysterious new world. If this story sounds like something you'll enjoy, please like, share, and comment. Your support helps us keep providing these in-depth looks into the world of Disastrous Necromancer. Now let's continue.
Lin Moyu felt countless gazes upon him. Although he couldn't see the audience from the arena, preventing distractions for the contestants, Lin Moyu's soul perception was not hindered. Lin Moyu knew his fame had grown significantly, and countless people were watching him. Among them were humans and non-humans. Lin Moyu didn't care. He had long been on the enemy's must-kill list, even topping it. Mere gazes meant nothing to him. In the audience, indeed, countless people were watching Lin Moyu. Among them were god sovereigns from various star regions, star lords, and elders and patriarchs from major families. They were all very interested in this young man who had risen so suddenly. Besides them, there were also many non-humans. Lin Moyu was not only famous among humans but also well known among other races. So this is Lin Moyu. They say he's the second war god. He looks very young. He looks quite ordinary, thin and weak, not very sturdy. Do you think humans are like your race, where the bigger you are, the stronger you are? You can't judge a human's strength by their appearance. 10 minutes later, the match officially began. Shin roared, and his body instantly swelled up like a water balloon. His law domain unfolded, turning most of the arena into a world of water. Above his head appeared a massive beast's shadow. The beast had a dragon's head and a turtle's body, with a tail that looked like a cross between a dragon and a snake. A Xuanwu projection, quite realistic. If he reaches the small god sovereign realm, his strength won't be weak. Shin not only conjured the Xuanwu projection but also transformed himself into a Xuanwu beast. With a roar, Shin charged at Lin Moyu. Since Lin Moyu had promised not to fight back for a minute, Shin attacked with all his might. Xuanwu Star region cultivators are not known for their offensive capabilities, but that doesn't mean they can't attack. In fact, their attack power is quite decent. They are just better at defense. The Xuanwu projection, accompanied by waves, engulfed Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu stood in the water, unmoving. The Xuanwu projection attacked with slaps, bites, and tail whips. The waves transformed into giant hands or sharp weapons, raining down on Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu calmly endured it all, his expression unchanged. A faint golden light surrounded him, blocking all attacks. Shin attacked frantically, using all his strength, but he couldn't shake Lin Moyu. A minute is enough for a god king to launch thousands of attacks, but for Lin Moyu, the result was the same no matter how many times. He didn't even need to use any spells. His god king golden body alone could withstand all attacks unscathed. Just as I suspected, the formation suppresses realms but not physical strength. My God King golden body is not restricted. The more Shin attacked, the more frightened he became. Lin Moyu was enveloped in a thin layer of golden light that he couldn't penetrate. What is this golden light? Is it a spell or a treasure? Why is it so tough? I can't break through it at all. Shin used all his strength but couldn't shake Lin Moyu's defense. The seemingly thin golden light was incredibly sturdy. Suddenly, Lin Moyu's voice rang in his ears, "Your minute is up." Shin trembled and instantly switched from offense to defense. His law domain retracted, forming layers of ice, and the Xuanwu projection enveloped him as he retreated. Xuanwu Star region cultivators excel at defense, and with his strong defense, he had won his first match. Lin Moyu didn't attack immediately but looked at him with interest. After a couple of seconds, Lin Moyu took a step forward, instantly appearing in front of Shin. He threw a light punch, seemingly without any force. A bit of golden light appeared on his fist, and Shin's seemingly strong defense collapsed upon contact with the golden light. The ice shattered, and the Xuanwu projection disintegrated. In Shin's shocked gaze, Lin Moyu's seemingly weak punch landed on him. Shin was sent flying, feeling as if all his bones were broken, and his entire body was in pain. But to his surprise, he found that he wasn't injured, not even a scratch. Lin Moyu's control over his strength had reached a terrifying level. At that moment, Shin realized the insurmountable gap between him and Lin Moyu. After several seconds, Shin struggled to his feet, cupped his fists towards Lin Moyu, and said, "Thank you for showing mercy. I concede." The formation activated, and the two were instantly transported away from the arena. The audience, as well as everyone watching the match, was stunned. Almost no one understood how Lin Moyu did it. In an era where physical cultivation was almost abandoned, few people trained their bodies, so naturally, they didn't understand. Several god sovereigns gathered together, having noticed some clues. A god sovereign from the Xuanwu Star region said in a low voice, "That's the God King golden body." I didn't expect Lin Moyu to have trained his body to the God King level. What a terrifying young man, reaching this level at just over 30 years old. I'm really curious about how he trained. There's no shortcut to physical cultivation. Who says there are no shortcuts? Have you forgotten the special areas in the Vermilion Bird battlefield? Haha, is that really a shortcut? That's a place where lives are at stake. The God Sovereigns chatted among themselves, their curiosity about Lin Moyu growing. If not for the rules, they would have rushed over to ask him directly. One God Sovereign said, "Why is Lin Moyu's information hidden? Even we can't access it." Someone immediately replied, "It's a form of protection for him. You know our human situation. There are many hidden spies. Those damn spies, we'll catch and kill them all sooner or later. Killing them isn't enough. We need to search their souls and exterminate their entire clans." These God Sovereigns were filled with killing intent. Having fought for the human race for half their lives, they hated spies the most and wished to kill everyone they encountered. Lin Moyu's debut was very successful, proving his strength to everyone. Shortly after the match ended, he received a massive amount of faith power. The faith power transcended time and space, descending upon him. In just 1 hour, he received more faith power than a third of what he had before. Feeling the faith power, Lin Moyu thought, what a magical power, unaffected by time and space, able to reach me instantly no matter how far away. It can even bypass formations, seemingly both real and unreal. Faith power must have even more wondrous uses. After the competition, I need to visit the White Tiger Star region. I wonder if there are any records of faith power in the Divine City. Lin Moyu's eyes sparkled. Since his perfect advancement to the God King realm, he had deeply felt the wonders of faith power. He had only scratched the surface and believed there were more amazing uses worth exploring. The second round of matches was much more exciting than the first. Especially after the strongest contestants finished their matches, the remaining contestants' strengths began to converge rapidly. Evenly matched battles were always more exciting than one-sided ones. The second round of matches, compared to the first round, had half the number of matches. However, it still took nearly 3 days, not much faster than the first round. The contestants' strengths were increasingly close, making the battles more intense. Especially the matches between contestants from the Xuanwu Star region, each match could last for several hours, even up to 10 hours. Lin Moyu no longer paid attention to the subsequent matches. Xu Jianxing became an excellent news broadcaster, always delivering the latest match results to Lin Moyu. Even without watching, Lin Moyu could know the results. In fact, there was no need to watch. Just paying attention to the contestants' information on the Human Emperor network would reveal the results. However, doing so lacked a sense of participation. In the second round, there were not many unexpected situations. Only 2 matches saw contestants with higher numbers achieving upsets. Everyone knew that the truly exciting matches were yet to come. The truly powerful contestants had not yet started to take things seriously. On the 7th day of the 4-star regions competition, the third round began. The number of participants had dwindled to 125, with one contestant having a bye. Originally, the bye would have gone to Lin Moyu again, but one contestant used a forbidden technique in the second round. Although he defeated his opponent, he also lost the ability to continue competing due to the backlash from the forbidden technique. Thus, the number of contestants in the third round became 124, forming 62 pairs. From this round onwards, contestants with numbers over 200 were mostly eliminated. The highest number among the remaining contestants was 189. Contestant 189 naturally became Lin Moyu's opponent. Contestant 189, from the Azure Dragon Star region, was named Qing Xiaoxiao, at the 9th rank of the God King realm. Qing Xiaoxiao was not tall, with a delicate appearance and sharp eyes. Her youthful aura indicated that she had not experienced much and had likely been cultivating at home. In Lin Moyu's view, Qing Xiaoxiao was like a sheltered princess who had not yet faced the harsh realities of the world. On the arena, Lin Moyu looked at Qing Xiaoxiao on the other side, with Qing Fei's crisp voice still ringing in his ears. Before entering the arena, Qing Fei had suddenly told him to go easy on her. Qing Xiaoxiao was Qing Fei's younger sister, and Qing Fei knew that Qing Xiaoxiao was no match for Lin Moyu, so she asked him to show mercy. Lin Moyu naturally agreed, as he had no intention of being heavy-handed. Qing Xiaoxiao glared at Lin Moyu with a defiant look. "I've heard about you from my sister. She says you're very powerful." She was not on the list of seed players and had not been to Fire Seed Island. Her understanding of Lin Moyu came from Qing Fei. Lin Moyu responded noncommittally, and then? Qing Xiaoxiao said, "I don't believe it. I don't believe someone at the 4th rank of the God King can be so powerful. I'm at the 9th rank of the God King. I must be stronger than you." Lin Moyu looked at her slightly arrogant expression. "Were you always praised as a genius at home?" Qing Xiaoxiao was taken aback. "How did you know?" "Indeed." Lin Moyu guessed that Qing Xiaoxiao came from a good family and was the youngest in the family. She had been pampered like a princess, with elders protecting her during tasks and cultivation. Her combat power and experience should be decent, but she was very naive. These traits were evident from her words and actions. She was somewhat arrogant but not malicious. In her sheltered world, she believed she was a genius, and others couldn't be much more talented than her. If Lin Moyu were at the 8th rank of the God King, stronger than her, she might believe it. But Lin Moyu was only at the 4th rank of the God King, far below her. Even if both were suppressed to the 1st rank of the God King, the gap would be reduced, but she couldn't believe he was stronger. Lin Moyu said, "Do you know why my number is 1? Qing Xiaoxiao snorted, "My sister said it's because your soul is strong, but what if you have some soul-related treasure?" Lin Moyu, curious and playful, said, "Your sister is right. That's indeed possible." Feeling validated, Qing Xiaoxiao put her hands on her hips, fully displaying her princess-like demeanor. "I told you, the human emperor network isn't flawless." Lin Moyu found this little girl amusing, straightforward, and somewhat carefree. Lin Moyu asked, "So what do you plan to do?" Qing Xiaoxiao said, "Of course, I'll defeat you and prove to my sister who the real genius is." Lin Moyu nodded, "That's possible." Qing Xiaoxiao added, "You mustn't go easy on me. Show your true skills." Lin Moyu shook his head, "Don't worry, I won't go easy on you. This is the 4-star region's competition. Who would be foolish enough to go easy on you? At most, I'll show mercy and not injure you." Fortunately, the outside world couldn't hear their conversation. Otherwise, Lin Moyu's tone of coaxing a little sister would indeed be amusing. Lin Moyu pondered how to defeat this little girl in a way that would make her accept the loss without feeling humiliated. Should I pretend to fight her for a few rounds? How many rounds? 10 should be enough. Maybe a few more, at least to make her loss not too embarrassing. Qing Xiaoxiao suddenly shouted, "Are you looking down on me?" Lin Moyu was taken aback. Before he could speak, Qing Xiaoxiao continued, "You don't need to explain. I can feel it. My talent tells me you're looking down on me. You seem to be thinking about how to make my loss not too embarrassing." This time, Lin Moyu was genuinely stunned. What kind of talent was this? Could she see what he was thinking? Qing Xiaoxiao glared at Lin Moyu, her eyes flashing with a blue light. Lin Moyu felt a tremor in his soul, as if an invisible force was trying to peer into him. His soul slightly trembled, and the invisible force was instantly crushed. Qing Xiaoxiao's body trembled, and she closed her eyes with a cry. A few seconds later, she reopened her eyes, stomping her foot in frustration. "Really, if my power wasn't suppressed, I could definitely see what you're thinking." Lin Moyu now confirmed that Qing Xiaoxiao indeed had a unique talent that allowed her to see others' thoughts. This was a soul-level talent, very peculiar. In the small world, he had heard Antares's nonsense, thinking that everyone in the great world had talents. Even after becoming a super god, most people's talents were not retained, but many strong individuals still retained their talents. After all, it was the great world, and he had endless imaginations about it at the time. Later, when he arrived in the great world, he found it wasn't like that. Although there were countless strong individuals in the great world, very few retained their talents. Among the strong individuals he had met, those who retained their talents were 1 in 10,000. Even among the seed players on Fire Seed Island, including the geniuses in the Divine City and the War God Hall, not many had talents. Of course, many people did not reveal their talents, so it was impossible to know. Lin Moyu smiled, "Your talent is quite magical, being able to hear what others are thinking." Qing Xiaoxiao snorted, "Don't try to get information from me. Although I can't fully hear your thoughts, I can sense them. You look down on me. Just wait and see how I deal with you." Looking at the little girl who was a head shorter than himself, angrily declaring that she would deal with him, Lin Moyu found the situation quite interesting. Lin Moyu smiled without saying anything, thinking to himself, "Let's see who deals with whom, you little brat, unaware of how high the heavens are." Qing Xiaoxiao glared at him and shouted loudly, "You dare insult me in your heart, I'm going to be furious." Lin Moyu's earlier thought was intentional. He wanted to see if Qing Xiaoxiao could still sense his thoughts after he cut off her perception ability. Now he could basically confirm that Qing Xiaoxiao could still sense some of his thoughts, but not the details. Qing Xiaoxiao's talent was indeed very magical. Lin Moyu decided to try again. He thought to himself, "You little brat, what can you do even if you know? You can't defeat me. Later, I'll hang you up and spank you until you obey." Qing Xiaoxiao's eyes seemed to spit fire as she wailed, I'm furious, how dare you insult me? What exactly are you insulting me with? I'm going to chop you up." Seeing Qing Xiaoxiao's furious appearance, Lin Moyu suppressed his laughter, finding the whole process quite amusing. In his eyes, it was like teasing a child. 10 minutes passed, and Qing Xiaoxiao, like a furious little tiger, wailed as she pounced towards Lin Moyu. A azure-colored long sword appeared in her hand. As soon as the sword appeared, it let out a dragon's roar, sounding very powerful. Azure Dragon Slash. Azure light swept towards Lin Moyu. Legend has it that the ancestral dragon once spilled its primordial dragon blood in the Azure Dragon Star region. Nourished by the dragon blood, the Azure Dragon Star region gave birth to wondrous things. Later, when the human race occupied the Azure Dragon Star region, people discovered that those born in the Azure Dragon Star region had a chance of containing a trace of primordial dragon blood power. This trace of primordial dragon blood could enhance spells and increase strength. This also made the Azure Dragon Star region rank first among the 4-star regions in terms of offensive power. If Qing Xiaoxiao's realm was not suppressed, with her strength at the 9th rank of the God King realm, her offensive power would be comparable to a small god sovereign. Even now, her attack was still formidable, equivalent to the offensive power of the 4th or 5th rank of the God King realm. Lin Moyu quickly made his judgment. The God King golden body automatically activated, forming a defense. However, this time, the defense of the God King golden body alone was not enough. Lin Moyu threw a punch towards the pouncing Azure Dragon. His physical strength exploded at this moment, emitting a golden light. A giant golden fist appeared in the void, shattering the Azure Dragon with a single strike. The Azure Dragon shattered, and Qing Xiaoxiao was sent flying back. She stabilized her body in midair. With a defiant look on her face, she raised her sword again. Dragon roars echoed from within her body, resounding through the void. Her law domain unfolded, enveloping most of the arena with its vast law domain, completely engulfing Lin Moyu. The dragon roars became more intense, and lightning was born within the law domain. Countless azure dragons reappeared, each covered in lightning. The lightning laws, coupled with the amplification of primordial dragon blood, are indeed impressive. Lin Moyu carefully savored it. Each of the azure dragons in the law domain was more powerful than the previous Azure Dragon Slash. Their strength was greater, and their numbers had increased tenfold. This was Qing Xiaoxiao's true combat strength. Qing Xiaoxiao snorted coldly, "I'm going to bite you to death." One azure dragon after another pounced towards Lin Moyu, opening their massive mouths to bite him. The azure dragons were covered in lightning, crackling with noise. The lightning flashed, and the golden light of the God King Golden Body's defensive barrier was penetrated by the lightning. Lin Moyu threw punches one after another, his golden light exploding, shattering the nearby azure dragons. Although the azure dragons shattered, a large amount of lightning still struck towards Lin Moyu, weakening the golden defensive barrier. The azure dragons came from all directions, and Lin Moyu kept dodging. Suddenly, he realized something was amiss. No matter which direction he dodged, there were always a large number of azure dragons waiting for him in advance. He glanced towards the distant Qing Xiaoxiao. She predicted my movements. Lin Moyu realized that Qing Xiaoxiao's talent was not just about reading others' thoughts. In battle, she could also predict others' actions, always staying one step ahead. Could her talent be related to the laws of fate or time? In Lin Moyu's understanding, only the laws of fate or time would have such an effect. The two laws could both achieve prediction. This was just a guess, and he couldn't be certain. Perhaps there were other forces he didn't know about. The more powerful one became, the more things one would encounter. Lin Moyu became more and more humble, cautious and meticulous. In the midst of dodging, Lin Moyu found that he seemed to have fallen into Qing Xiaoxiao's encirclement, with no way to dodge. Qing Xiaoxiao's crisp voice sounded at the right time. "Lin Moyu, you have nowhere to run." She spoke with the judgment of a victor, as if she had already seen Lin Moyu's defeat. No way to run? It seemed so. Then he might as well not run. Lin Moyu's expression remained calm, with a slight smile on his lips. Seeing this, Qing Xiaoxiao felt that Lin Moyu was looking down on her. Qing Xiaoxiao gritted her teeth and erupted with full force, Azure Dragon Thunder Sea. Countless azure dragons rushed towards Lin Moyu from all directions, opening their massive mouths to bite down. At the same time, their bodies erupted with countless lightning bolts, turning the surrounding area into a sea of thunder. Dragon roars echoed throughout the heavens, roaring endlessly. In the audience seats, everyone witnessed this scene. Their expressions changed as they saw Lin Moyu at the center, surrounded by a vast sea of thunder for thousands of miles. Especially at Lin Moyu's location, the azure dragons and lightning were overwhelming, with a terrifying momentum. Even with her realm suppressed to the first rank of the God King, she can still unleash such combat power. The offensive power of the Azure Dragon Star region is indeed formidable. That's the young miss of the Qing family, one of the top families in the Azure Dragon Star region. Even an ordinary cultivator would be severely injured by this strike. I don't know if Lin Moyu can withstand it. Lin Moyu is known as the second war god, so he must have some tricks up his sleeve. The audience discussed endlessly, each expressing their own opinions. Birds of a feather flocked together. The ordinary audience and the god sovereigns were separated. Dozens of god sovereigns gathered together, also paying attention to the battle between Lin Moyu and Qing Xiaoxiao. Lin Moyu must have been careless. This time, he might be in trouble. I don't know what he and Qing Xiaoxiao were talking about earlier, but Qing Xiaoxiao seemed very angry. I didn't see Lin Moyu say anything. I've heard that the young miss of the Qing family seems to have a special talent that allows her to sense others' thoughts. That must be it. Lin Moyu must have thought something that angered this young miss of the Qing family. Let's see how Lin Moyu deals with it. On the arena, the thunder raged. Lin Moyu had already been swallowed up, with no movement visible. Qing Xiaoxiao kept increasing the power of the thunder, but her eyes gradually showed doubt. As the master of the Thunder Sea, Qing Xiaoxiao clearly sensed that Lin Moyu was still intact within the thunder. How did he block it? This is impossible. I don't believe you can keep blocking it. Qing Xiaoxiao thought defiantly, gritting her teeth and exerting more force. The thunder became even more explosive, and the entire arena seemed to be shaking. Suddenly, the Thunder Sea began to violently fluctuate. Lin Moyu calmly walked out of the Thunder Sea, as if taking a leisurely stroll. Lin Moyu walked out of the Lightning Sea unscathed, his expression unchanged, smiling calmly at Qing Xiaoxiao. It was this expression that made Qing Xiaoxiao even angrier. She really disliked Lin Moyu's look. Qing Xiaoxiao controlled the Lightning Sea, you can't escape. Another group of azure dragons carrying thunder pounced over. Lin Moyu sighed softly, my spells are basically used to kill people, really not suitable for competition. As he spoke, he snapped his fingers, and 10 skeleton god warriors suddenly appeared beside him. The skeleton god warriors raised their axes and chopped down, smashing the pouncing azure dragons into pieces in no time. Then the skeleton god warriors flew over, their hands and feet extremely nimble, smashing the surrounding azure dragons into pieces. The azure dragons were smashed like this. These skeletons were obviously not to be trifled with, and they looked very terrifying. The next second, Qing Xiaoxiao suddenly shouted, Emperor's Network, he violated the rules, he used God King Realm puppets. The Emperor's Network had no reaction. Qing Xiaoxiao unwillingly shouted again, still the same. Lin Moyu laughed dryly, he never expected Qing Xiaoxiao to pull this. Use your brain, okay? Are you stupid or is the Emperor's Network stupid? His words revealed helplessness. This arrogant little princess seemed a bit dumb. Qing Xiaoxiao realized that no one could cheat under the Emperor's Network's watch. This meant that Lin Moyu's skeletons were not puppets, but his spells. Since the Emperor's Network had no reaction, Qing Xiaoxiao could only give up. She glared at Lin Moyu, her momentum not weakening at all. Your skeletons are not puppets, could they be your spells? Lin Moyu said softly, what do you think? Qing Xiaoxiao said solemnly, summoners should all come from the Xuanwu star domain, but you clearly come from the Zook star domain. Could it be that you are actually from the Xuanwu star domain, just grew up in the Zook star domain? Lin Moyu sighed, I have to say, you have a rich imagination. Alright, now it's my turn to make a move. Several skeleton god warriors immediately charged at Qing Xiaoxiao. The skeleton god warriors were very fast, appearing in front of Qing Xiaoxiao in the blink of an eye. Qing Xiaoxiao screamed and turned to flee, while a bracelet on her wrist emitted a hazy glow. In the light, Qing Xiaoxiao's figure instantly sped up, rushing out tens of thousands of kilometers at an astonishing speed. As the little princess of the Qing family, Qing Xiaoxiao definitely had many magic treasures on her. The Emperor's Network only limited the grade of magic treasures, not the quantity. Lin Moyu could see that not only the bracelet, but also the necklace, earrings, belt, even the clothes on her body and the shoes on her feet were all magic treasures. But in Lin Moyu's view, no matter how many magic treasures, it was useless. The skeleton god warriors chased after her again. Qing Xiaoxiao activated the bracelet, which turned into a pair of hazy wings, greatly increasing her speed. The skeleton god warriors couldn't catch up for a while. Qing Xiaoxiao gradually calmed down. She activated her earrings, which turned into a short flying sword, stabbing towards Lin Moyu. The sharp sword was fast and had a strong attack power, but Lin Moyu didn't care, not dodging or avoiding. The sharp sword stabbed into Lin Moyu's body, piercing his protective golden light, but was blocked by a layer of hazy white light. The skeleton hell enveloped Lin Moyu, turning into Lin Moyu's armor. Snapping his fingers again, 3 Death Knights walked out beside him. The Death Knights rode on war horses, with grey undead flames burning on the horses' hooves. They held swords and shields, looking fierce and terrifying. After the Death Knights appeared, they turned into streaks of light and rushed towards Qing Xiaoxiao. Their speed was much faster than the skeleton god warriors. Activating the charge skill, they caught up with Qing Xiaoxiao in an instant. The huge body crashed into Qing Xiaoxiao, sending her flying out of control. Her clothes flashed, blocking most of the impact for her. However, even so, Qing Xiaoxiao felt as if her whole body was about to fall apart, in incredible pain. But at this moment, the Death Knight appeared in front of her again, his sword in hand slashing down from above. Qing Xiaoxiao had a look of horror on her face, as if she was frightened, and lost her reaction for a moment. The shoes on her feet automatically activated, twisting her body to avoid this sword in an unbelievable angle. The effect of the shoes was amazing, but avoiding one sword was the limit. Before Qing Xiaoxiao could finish her movement, another Death Knight also activated the charge skill, knocking Qing Xiaoxiao flying again. The magic clothes on Qing Xiaoxiao's body protected her again, but the light was obviously much weaker this time. Qing Xiaoxiao suffered more impact than before, and it hurt even more. It hurt so much that tears involuntarily flowed out. As the little princess of the Qing family, when had she ever suffered this kind of pain? But a battle is a battle, the opponent will definitely not give you any chance. She saw the third Death Knight appear in her sight, fiercely crashing into her body. Her whole body's bones were completely broken, and she was sent flying out of control again. The light of the magic clothes completely collapsed, and this magic treasure lost its effect. Just when Qing Xiaoxiao was in despair, there was a sudden flash in front of her eyes, and Lin Moyu suddenly appeared. Begging for flowers. A big hand quickly enlarged in front of her eyes, and then Qing Xiaoxiao only felt her neck tighten, a big hand firmly grasping her neck. Admit defeat. Lin Moyu's flat and ruthless voice entered her ears. The voice made her feel fear, as if she didn't agree, the next second Lin Moyu would break her neck and twist off her head. Her mind went blank, the survival instinct occupied her thoughts. Qing Xiaoxiao squeezed out a voice with difficulty, I admit defeat. The moment she spoke, both of them received a reminder from the Emperor's network. The battle was over, Lin Moyu won. Lin Moyu let go of Qing Xiaoxiao, sorry, little girl. Qing Xiaoxiao gasped for breath, still in shock. There was undissolved horror in her eyes. Just now, at that moment, she really felt that she was going to die. Before Qing Xiaoxiao could really calm down, there was a flash in front of her eyes, and the two disappeared from the arena. The winner was decided, and it was a complete uproar outside the arena. The reversal of the entire battle was too fast, from Qing Xiaoxiao completely dominating to a rapid reversal. It only took a few seconds from start to finish. In just these few seconds, the outcome was already determined. Lin Moyu directly crushed Qing Xiaoxiao with a stunningly powerful means. Wow, Lin Moyu is actually so powerful. Are these skeletons all his spells? And that knight that appeared later, how could its speed be so fast? Qing Xiaoxiao didn't have any power to fight back at all. If she didn't have magic treasures protecting her, she would have lost with the first impact. Wrong, if she didn't have magic treasures, Lin Moyu wouldn't need to use a second type of summoned creature at all. Aren't summoning spells from the Xuanwu star domain? How come Lin Moyu also knows them? Are you stupid? Summoning spells are not exclusive to the Xuanwu star domain, it's just that people there know more of them. What's so strange about Lin Moyu knowing them? The God Lords were also looking at each other in dismay at this moment. This reversal came too quickly. Many God Lords didn't know much about Lin Moyu. When Lin Moyu became famous, most of his information had already been hidden. Even God Lords didn't have the qualifications to view it. When he became even more famous, almost all of Lin Moyu's qualifications were hidden, and only his name and realm could be checked. So these God Lords didn't know much about Lin Moyu and were also very curious. Now Lin Moyu finally showed a glimpse of his abilities. Only then did they know that Lin Moyu turned out to be a summoner. A God Lord from the Xuanwu star domain had a glint in his eyes, deep in thought. He was also a summoner.